Gunna. Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
I think I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, that's in my motherfucking room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him.
It's safe to say that Young Thug and Gunna's friendship is officially done. They've been going at each other so much that even DJ Academics is worried. Apparently, Whack 100 claimed there's 2 hours of footage showing Gunna talking about Thug in an interrogation. Fans think Gunna might be getting back at Thug and Lil Baby for the subtle shots they've been throwing at him lately. Things got even messier when Thug went live on Instagram and people thought he was taking another jab at Gunna, which might not be the smartest move considering Thug's probation terms. The drama surrounding Young Thug's release has taken another unpredictable turn. And now it's got even more people questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Recently, reports surfaced that Gunna had been followed and confronted by some locals, fueling speculation that this might be Thug's way of retaliating for Gunna's alleged cooperation with authorities. Fans and insiders quickly started connecting the dots, wondering if this was part of a larger strategy to send a message to Gunna about the consequences of his actions. Given the tension between the two, it wasn't long before people began to speculate that Thug, even after his release, might still be trying to control the narrative and protect his reputation. The situation has gotten even more complicated thanks to Academics, the well-known commentator in the hip-hop world who weighed in on Thug's release. Academics made it clear that he believes there's more to this than meets the eye. He didn't beat the case, Academics said, adding that Thug's current freedom is not as straightforward as it might seem. Look at the restrictions, they're watching him closely, and any slip-up could send him back to jail. This observation is significant considering that Thug's release came with extremely strict conditions. He's been given a second chance, but it's clear that his every move is being monitored by authorities. If he makes one wrong move, the consequences could be severe, which has made fans and analysts alike question whether Thug is truly in control of the situation. Despite the tight restrictions, it's become evident that Thug isn't backing down. In fact, since his release, he's been pushing boundaries more than ever. Just recently, Thug tweeted "Wham! Let's drop one," which many fans immediately interpreted as a potential diss track aimed at Gunna. The use of the word "wham" has sparked additional theories, as some believe it's a nickname for Lil Baby, a key figure in this ongoing saga. Lil Baby has been close to both Thug and Gunna, and the tension between them has only intensified the situation. If "wham" is indeed a reference to Lil Baby, it could mean that Thug is taking aim at not only Gunna but also those who might be caught in the crossfire, creating even more confusion in the already fraught dynamic. As expected, Lil Baby quickly responded to Thug's tweet, hinting that things might escalate even further soon. The tension between these two is palpable, and with each passing day, it seems like the conflict is intensifying. Baby's response could signal that he's not just watching from the sidelines but is ready to get involved, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. Fans are now wondering how this feud will unfold and whether it will have a broader impact on the rap game as a whole. What's clear is that this is far from over. The drama between Thug and Gunna is shaking up the hip-hop world, with every move being scrutinized, whether it's Thug pushing boundaries with his tweets or Gunna facing consequences from the streets. There's no telling where this will all lead. But one thing is for sure, the tension is far from being resolved, and fans are watching closely, waiting for the next chapter in this high-stakes saga. Thug also called out Gunna directly on Twitter, saying, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy." Gunna's brother fired back with "Trust and believe, the feeling is mutual." Thug didn't stop there. He's been shading Gunna for cooperating during the YSL trial. Gunna even went live with T.I. and said, "I made it home the right way," which felt like another shot at Thug. The situation surrounding Young Thug's recent release has taken a sharp turn, and now fans, industry insiders, and legal experts are concerned about the consequences of his actions. While Thug has regained his freedom, the conditions of his release are extremely strict. He's under heavy surveillance, and one of the main conditions is that he cannot have any connection to anything even remotely resembling gang activity. Given his history and the ongoing case, it's no surprise that the pressure is on for him to stay out of trouble and away from anything that could violate his parole. But despite these strict rules, rumors are swirling that Thug might be testing the limits. Word on the street is that Young Thug has been making calls to some of his close industry friends, including Lil Durk and Lil Baby. He's allegedly been urging them to sever ties with Gunna, claiming that the rapper cannot be trusted due to his decision to cooperate with the authorities. Thug has not minced words in labeling Gunna as a snitch, and some fans have pointed out that this ongoing conflict could be more damaging to the entire situation than helpful. Thug, who has always maintained strong loyalty to those in his inner circle, seems to be taking a very hard stance against anyone who chooses to side with Gunna, and this has led to some unsettling rifts in the music industry. The situation has caused quite a stir, and fans are completely divided on where they stand. On one hand, there are those who still back Thug, seeing him as a victim of a system that's trying to break him down. For them, loyalty is key, and they believe Thug is justified in distancing himself from anyone who could be seen as a threat to his freedom. After all, in the street culture that Thug and his peers come from, loyalty is everything. But on the other hand, there are those who think that all of this drama is only making things worse for everyone involved. The constant public back and forth, the calls to cut ties with Gunna, and the accusations of snitching seem to be escalating the conflict to new heights. It's as if the music world is being torn apart by something that, for some, should have remained a private matter. What's undeniable, though, is the impact this feud is having on the industry as a whole. The tension between Thug and Gunna isn't just personal anymore, it's become something much larger, affecting not just their careers but the very fabric of the rap scene. Major figures in the industry, from other rappers to record labels, are watching this situation closely, wondering how it will all play out. Some are even speculating that this could be the start of a ripple effect that could change the way artists collaborate in the future. If even close friends like Lil Durk and Lil Baby are being drawn into this, who knows where the loyalty lines will be drawn next. As the drama unfolds, it's clear that no one is walking away unscathed. The rivalry has become an ongoing spectacle, a saga with no clear resolution in sight. Will Thug's actions lead to further trouble down the line? Will the divide between him and Gunna ever be repaired, or is this just the beginning of an even bigger confrontation? As it stands, the future of these two artists and the larger rap industry hangs in the balance, and everyone is left wondering what's going to happen next. Young Thug's reaction to the whole Gunna snitching drama was something else. He hopped on Instagram Live, laughing and saying, "Just wanted to let y'all know, yeah, a GOAT can go live." It's like he's already moving on. He's back in the studio showing off his jewelry, and honestly, he looks like he's in a good place. But the whole Thug vs Gunna thing is still a mess. Lil Baby standing by Thug, saying Gunna was wrong for cooperating with the cops, but then you've got Thug's dad backing Gunna, which has everyone scratching their heads. Some fans are even wondering if Gunna might have somehow convinced Thug's dad to take his side. And get this, when someone asked Thug's dad how he feels about Gunna, he was like, "I adore Gunna." He explained that people don't get their relationship and that Gunna hasn't really done anything that could hurt Thug's case. Still, things heated up even more when a phone call between Thug and Lil Durk leaked. In it, Thug apparently asked Durk to diss Gunna on a track and even hinted he's dropping a surprise album on the same day as Gunna's release. Talk about drama. Meanwhile, Drake came through in a big way. Word is he flew out to see Thug just 2 hours after his release and dropped a cool $1 million in cash as a gift. Some folks think it's Drake being strategic, maybe trying to lock in a feature on Thug's new album. Others think he's just telling Thug to chill and not get caught up in more drama. As for the legal side of things, Thug's plea deal was a win. He avoided pleading guilty to the most serious charges, which could have meant a long prison sentence. Instead, he took a no-contest plea, which also keeps him safe from being sued by victims' families. But the YSL case isn't completely over. There's talk that some of Thug's assets, like his $1 million Richard Mille watch, were seized. And then a police officer was spotted in court wearing a similar watch, which has people raising eyebrows. Through all this, Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, has been a rock. He even gave a motivational talk to law students and FaceTimed Thug during it, telling them to focus on helping others. Everyone's one mistake away, he said, encouraging them to make a difference. Honestly, it feels like Thug's got some good people in his corner, even with all the chaos swirling around.